So we have the first light of the day, and Tai Chi in the morning is very invigorating. When you see the light in the morning, sunrise, and even 30 minutes before, get that first light, it's going to set your mood for the whole day. You'll be feeling recharged and you'll be feeling positive really the entire day, provided you get that first light. And it'll also help your sleeping pattern. So if you're having any trouble sleeping, I recommend starting out by getting up 30 minutes before the sunrise every day and just seeing the sun. In addition to seeing the sun, now we do our Tai Chi. So we've hit the warm-ups, so our body is more awake, blood's starting to flow, and now we're going to go right into the Tai Chi. So first, let's start off with 30 breaths in order to get more oxygen into your body. And then we will create the demand for it by circulating it through the Tai Chi form. So I stand here, feet comfortable, and you can sit in the chair as well. Sit in the chair. And when you inhale, you're going to exaggerate the moves a bit, right? Because we really want to get this volume of air coming in, and we want to not necessarily change the shape of our thorax, but to allow air and oxygen to go in as many spots as possible. And again, it increases not only your volume, but also your ability to hold it and to retain that breath. All right, so here we go. We're going to do 30. And you can count if you want, or you can just do it by time. If you do it by the clock, how long it takes you to do 30 or 40 or 50, it's up to you. Here we go. So stand comfortably. And again, inhale up. Exaggerate this a bit. All right, so we're going to lift the arms up, palms up, hollow cavity under the armpit, and here. Now keep a note here, when you inhale initially, you want to fill the lower abdomen first. So the lower part, if you think of your lungs, your body as a cylinder, you're going to fill in the bottom third first. Then inhale more in the middle third, and then finally, as you raise your arms, the air is going to go up here. Right? So it's an inhale from below. Now what we're not doing is we don't want to extend this out. Right? You don't want this to come out too far. In your mind, you are expanding the bottom part of your thorax or your cylinder, because that'll allow more volume to inflate, and now you can inhale again, and then you can inhale even further. So now this is filled up from here up into these points, and then exhale, get it all out. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to inhale here first, because if you inhale high first, now it's a little bit more difficult to get the bottom filled if the top already has air. Right? So think about it when you inhale, we're pulling this up, right? So we're gathering this, pulling in this oxygen, visually getting it into our body. Breathing in through your nose and filling this up from the bottom up. And you can actually hold this for a while, which is what we're going to do next. Okay, so here we go. So we just did 30 as a demonstration. Now we're going to do 10 and then go right into the set. Here we go. So 10. Exhale it out and hold it out. You exhaled it all, you held it out. Now, take a step forward with one leg. Now, the reason for that step is because it's going to connect your foot that just moved with your mind. Now you're going to exhale and sink onto that leg. Step out. All right. So I stepped forward with this leg, and now I'm going to sink my weight onto that leg as I exhale. And this leg is going to just slide out. All right. Notice that the feet are straight. Okay. Very important to keep your feet straight. And if you are going, as you maneuver in Tai Chi, 45 is usually the maximum that your feet will go because you need to stabilize. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to sink. We're going to slide this foot out, foot straight. We're going to shift our weight there. And now we want to adjust this foot to make that foot straight. All right. So we want to sort of go into that exercise that we did from shifting and turning, and stirring the pot, or as I learned, grinding the corn, where you're shifting your weight and you're turning your pelvis to a 45-degree angle, and this is getting you settled onto the ground. Right? It's establishing your connection, and it's establishing your root, as well as the structure in your legs here. Right? So this is just a gentle move, shifting and turning. Right? So go look at the exercise of grinding corn or slashing, stirring the pot. Right? It's the same exercise, but two names of how to do it. And this is very important because it's setting your stance. Right? So from here, feet are straight, and we're going to now go into Wu Chi. Right? So we exhaled, we held our breath. Now we're going to inhale through Wu Chi. So from here, we're going to inhale, hold it, your elbows in, and now press out with an exhale, and you're going to rise up a little bit. We don't want to rise up too far where we lock our knees, because now our root is disconnected. You have to sink down and maintain that. All right, so let's go again. So after we did our breath here, exhale, hold it, step forward with one leg. Now, exhale more and sink onto that leg. Right, and I'm looking out this way because I want to see where I'm stepping. Gaze the horizon. Right? You know where the floor is, so you don't necessarily have to look down unless you're unsure of where your foot's going to go. Now, look around, gaze that horizon, adjust your feet. Once you're here and your feet are adjusted comfortably, feet are straight, and you'll feel it. Right? You don't want to collapse. You want to have this horse riding stance and this horse riding posture. Now we go Wu Chi. So here is our first inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Now you're going to shift out of the way, and the foot that stepped up is now going to slide back just a touch. Right? You're just going to slide it to the rear, because this is, you're setting up your yield, so you're now in a bow stance, or forward stance. This is Tai Chi. Tai Chi lives off of this stance. We have one leg forward. It's more of a high lunge. It's a posture. It's a high lunge. So from here, we're going to go into roll back. So we're going to roll back exercise. Right, so roll back here. Here. We go here. One hand. So. Okay, so this is the body's gonna shift. So from here, your body's gonna shift and it's gonna open up. Just like in the exercise. So go back to the exercise for the details. Press. Now what's happening here is we're inhaling and pressing and holding. Right, so we want to hold our breath through the set if we can. Otherwise, you inhale on the open, exhale on the close, on the press. Inhale, exhale. Right, so how does that look? Let's go back. So we just did our 30 breaths rather. Keep it out. Step up. So we just did our 30 breaths. Step up, holding it out, step up. Exhale more. Adjust your stance. Now we're low here, we're low. Feet are straight, structure's good. Now we're going to inhale, sit, hold it, press. Now shift out of the way. Foot goes back. Roll back. Press. Repeat that around the circle. And here is your exhale. Inhale. Close. That completes round one. So we do 30 breaths, this movement, then we do round one of Tai Chi. Now we're going to do breathing set 2. So here, it's a little bit different, but it's visually the same. You're pulling the air in, you're filling up your lungs, and you get a little squat here. Okay, so it looks like this. Again, we're going to do 30. Push out. So you're pulling it in, rotating the palms, and exhaling out. Now, if your hands are cold, if it's cold out, obviously this will create friction and warm them up. It's also good to wear gloves. I couldn't find mine this morning, so wear gloves and it will help. So when doing this outside, and if it's very cold, wear a mask, a cotton mask, something to help warm up the air as it goes in. It's not as recommended to do it cold, super cold air. If you can wear a mask, it'll just help with the experience. So gloves and a mask if it's very cold outside. So here we go, round 2. Hold your breath out, step up with the other leg. Inhale to retreat. This foot slides back now. Inhale. So why this is balanced is not only does it do left and right, but you also learning the skills of turning inward and turning outward. It's very important. So you have a toe out turn and a toe in turn within this form, within this set. So you're learning not only how to move smoothly in Tai Chi, how to turn and generate power so that all of your maneuvers have a solid utility there, but also breathing and the balance of the skill sets. So you have your toe in turn, toe out turn, and all of the directions covered. So now we've done 2 sets. We've done 30 breaths and Tai Chi to one side, and 30 breaths Tai Chi to the other side. Now we're going to go back to the beginning, the 3rd set. So same side. I did right, left, right. You can do left, right, left, whichever is dominant for you. So the 3rd round looks like this. Inhale again, starting from the bottom, then in the middle, then up the top. 30 breaths like so. And let your arms drop here. All right, your arms are just dropping. Gravity is going to take them. So you inhale on the up, exhale on the drop. Can't raise your shoulders up this high. This is fine too. On the chin. If you can swing them under your chin, that's good too. Allow your chest to raise your shoulders. Now, again, take a step with the initial side. Exhale. Scan your horizon. Set your stance. Inhale to Wu Chi. Your knees are still unlocked and you're lower here. Now we're going to go to the other side. Shift out of the way and roll back. Roll it again. Toe out. Here's your toe out turn. Right, now here's your toe in turn. Toeing in, inwards turn. Exhale. Roll back. Press. Roll back. Press. Inwards turn. Place your foot here. Roll back. There's your outwards turn. Toe out. Beginning, back to the beginning. And this is what leads you into longer Tai Chi sets. There's a single whip here. So that's a change. That's how you then advance into the longer Tai Chi, and that's our next course. So you need this sequence. You need this sequence not only for your daily routine to really revive you and energize you first thing in the morning, but you also need this power set in order to link into all of the other Tai Chi stuff. All the other Tai Chi forms, the short forms, the long forms, different styles of Tai Chi. If you're not moving with poise and power, you're missing it. And you can see how people move once you get this. So once you get this, then you'll be much more experienced and knowledgeable of how you actually have to move within Tai Chi, so that when you see other people doing it, you'll know what's really genuine in utility. That's what we do here in Tai Lung, is we always look at moves as being useful. Right? If I employ this maneuver, is it going to work? Is it going to work every time? Is it going to have power behind it? Am I going to be successful, or is it something that I need to worry about? And if I need to worry about it, can I work at it in order to fix it, or is it just something that I shouldn't be doing? All right, so you need this power set for the bigger Tai Chi picture. And if you just do this set, you've got it. So keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, and do this every day.